Being in the genus Scolopendra, this creature should have a very painful bite. That was pretty stinking good. I know I always say this, oh, I'm so impressed, that was so painful. Who knew? Oh, I'm so impressed. That was impressive. I'm gonna say that that was impressive, because it was. Oh, son of a nutcracker! Ow! Oh, man! Take a look. Oh, oh, ow, ow, ouch! Oh.
My name is Jack, and I've spent the past few years traveling all over the globe to find some of nature's most unique and dangerous animals. My goal? To show the world that even the most bizarre or deadly life forms on Earth deserve respect and appreciation. This mission has put me face to face with some of the most venomous and painful bites and stings in the invertebrate world. I've endured some nasty envenomations in search of not only the truth behind these animals, but the search for the most painful of them all. After years of avoiding, I'm finally testing the bite of a giant centipede. Is this our new number one? Let's find out together.
Now, Scolopendra alternans, the Caribbean giant centipede, is the largest centipede native to Florida. And from what I can tell, being in the genus Scolopendra, this creature should have a very painful bite. Now, they deliver a potent venom through an interesting delivery method. The fangs are actually modified front two legs called maxillipeds, and resting behind those are gigantic venom glands. Now, these animals are capable of taking down all sorts of prey, from small invertebrates like caterpillars or grasshoppers to even vertebrate prey like lizards and frogs. So there's a pretty interesting concoction of venom here that not only is capable of delivering a lethal blow to prey, but potentially a very, very irritating blow to potential predators. So we're going to test the bite of the beautiful Caribbean giant centipede, Scolopendra alternans. All right, so we've got our lovely little centipede here. Now this is going to be a little tricky because these animals are very quick to flee. Once again, these are not aggressive animals, but it is going to be a bit of a chore to get her out without agitating her too much, to get her into the right position in order to essentially force her to bite. These animals are not really quick to bite in defense because they use that venom as a precious resource to procure and kill their prey. So it's going to be very interesting to get a centipede that really probably doesn't want to bite me to bite me. So we're going to try and get this lovely gal out. Not looking forward to this. Really not. You want to come on out? Don't want to agitate her or anything. She's trying to chew her way out of this container. Ooh. Okay. All right. Wow, that is a gnarly invertebrate. So as you can see, she's very quick. She's not really going for a bite at all. She's nice, calm, and collected, which is what we want. And it's gonna be really, really fun to try and get her to bite me. Really, really fun. Good night. Was this a bad idea? I think it's in the category of bad ideas. So I'm gonna try and keep her in the same general area. Man. I don't usually get my adrenaline pumping quite this much with bites and stings, but as you can see, I'm already pretty shaky. This is my first giant centipede bite, and surprisingly, I'm not entirely looking forward to it. I've put off giant centipedes for a while. I've handled my fair share now, but I'm ready to finally jump into the deep end and try and get this giant centipede to bite me. Okay. Do it now. Oh! Okay. I don't feel like that was all that much venom injected. Let's see here. Let's recuperate. We're gonna have to try that one again. Now. Oh man! Take a look. Oh! Oh! Ow! Ow! Ouch! Oh! Woohoo! Come here, cutie. Yowzer! Ah! Woof! Come take a look, folks. Look at the damage done. Oh, take a look at that. That's those maxillipeds at work there. You can see some bleeding under the skin. That was definitely a more severe envenomation. Oh, son of a nutcracker! Ow! Okay, because at first I was thinking that wasn't that bad. And the mosquitoes are just adding insult to injury. Well, there you have it. Scolopendra alternans, the largest and I guess probably the most venomous centipede in Florida. The smaller, but not by much, cousin of Scolopendra heroes, the desert and red-headed centipedes. That was pretty stinking painful. I'm very impressed. That's at least 1, 2, 3 bites there. Very impressive. Very impressive. I don't know that I would... Man, it's still going. I mean, not as kind of flash in the pan like policies, like a paper wasp sting. I don't feel like it was initially as severe, but potentially initially as severe as Vespa tropica, the greater banded hornet. Especially these 2 bites when it really dug in there. Wow. That was pretty stinking good. I know I always say this, oh, I'm so impressed. That was so painful. Who knew? Oh, I'm so impressed. That was impressive. I'm going to say that was impressive because it was. But, Camera B, come take a look at the damage. I mean, drew blood easily. Oh, you can see here and here were my 2 big bites. This was that initial bite. And already you can see some inflammation kind of setting in. Maybe even some discoloration. You can see like right underneath the skin, potential for a little bit of bruising. It'll be really interesting to see exactly what this venom does. Just based off of intensity alone, I think I can expect a lot of inflammation in this arm. It's gonna get very pink. It's gonna get very inflamed, hot to the touch. I don't think I'm gonna have any systemic reaction, any type of pain or discomfort in the rest of my body, perhaps maybe up in my lymph nodes as that venom kind of goes through my lymphatic system, which is always so much fun. But youch! I would say we definitely got a full envenomation from this beautiful little centipede. But once again, this animal has been forced to bite me, has been forced to defend itself against what it can only assume to be a predatory attack. And let's see. Docile as a church mouse. Jump right in between my legs. So, once again, these are not scary animals. These are not aggressive animals. These animals are not out to get you, not out to bite you or cause pain or cause harm. These are creatures that deserve respect and appreciation, just like you and me, just like monkeys and bears and cats and dogs. These are important members of their respective ecosystems. And yes, they might have a painful bite, and yes, they might have way too many legs for your comfort, but at the end of the day, they're animals and they're earthlings, same as you and me. There's no need to be needlessly afraid of these creatures because they have no interest in bringing harm to us, but rather surviving, reproducing, and looking for food, same as any other creature. So special. Let's see if we can get her to walk over her damage. Look at that. Oh, and each little leg walking across the inflamed parts just almost feels like a little miniature sting. And I guess that is a little appropriate because, like I said, those fangs are modified front limbs, not actually fangs like you would find in a spider. But take a look at that. Oh. Yowzer. Yowzer. Careful, cutie. Careful. See, even when she feels like perhaps there's a hint of danger, her first instinct is to flee. And that's what I wanted to show you all today, that yes, this animal can deliver a painful, impressive bite, but as you can see, that's the last thing on its agenda to do. Really has no interest at all in biting. Unless, of course, you're me and you pin it to your arm with a pair of tweezers. Then it might bite. Let's take one last look of it on this. Because, good night. Oh. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. Well, I think we've had a great time with our lovely little centipede. So we're gonna find a little log for her to scooch under. But I hope she was a great ambassador for you all today, for you all at home, because these animals, while they might look creepy and scary and intimidating, are just animals. And the way we view them changes when we learn about them, when we are educated about them, and I hope that that's what this video did for you today, where you can learn that these centipedes, they're not scary, they're not monsters. They're just earthlings, same as you and me. Okay, folks, we're about, I want to say 10 minutes after the initial bite. It is still just blaring heat, hot pain. Take a look at this inflammation here. We've got bites 1, 2, and 3. Already some localized sweating, and you can kind of see some lymph kind of pooling out of the bite wounds, which is pretty stinking gnarly. I mean, you can see it's what I'm doing on the inside. On the outside, obviously, I'm trying to be cool for my subscribers. No, I'm just joking with you. You already think I'm cool, but I do like to downplay my bites. I've gotten a few comments where people are like, oh, he's just trying to be tough. He's trying to just stick through it. Well, in a sense, in my opinion, unless an organism is capable of completely taking away your bodily autonomy, literally making you do anything but cry, roll around, scream, punch the ground, froth at the mouth, I personally am just not going to do that. You know, I like my Jack's World of Wildlife merch. I like my clothes. I don't want to get stung or bitten by anything else that might be on the ground. So if the pain is something that I can not only compose myself through, but not shake the animal off or harm the animal because I'm jerking or doing whatever, then that's what I'm going to do. So far, even some of these more painful bites and stings, I think this might be up there with Vespa tropica, the greater banded hornet. This was incredibly painful, it's incredibly long-lasting, and I know that it's gonna be just a gigantic, swollen, inflamed mess. Still super tight, still really, really painful, almost feels like it's still biting and injecting venom. So I'm sure that this will be quite the interesting episode. But once again, I don't think that over-exaggerating these bites or stings is very constructive or helpful when trying to advocate for these types of creatures. I show you this to show you it's not going to make you, you know, run off a cliff crazy because you're going mad with pain. Yes, it's gonna hurt, but even this intensity, even being one of my most painful stings, is maybe only a time and a half more painful than your average paper wasp or yellow jacket sting. So if you can take one of those, I assure you, a quick pinch and release bite, which is more than likely what you would experience if you came across one of these centipedes, is not gonna be just mind-bogglingly painful. Still really hurts. Still, I don't suggest it. Still, I don't recommend that you go out and do this. But I think is a more than effective way at just kind of sticking out for my little invertebrate friends. So once again, take a look at that. I'll probably update a little bit on how it looks, but I won't bore you all too much with the details because it's pretty much just gonna be big and pink and sore for the next few days. And then I'll be right as rain, ready to get attacked by something else for your edutainment. So, thank you.
Now, the bite actually stayed fairly painful throughout the day up until I fell asleep. And then the following day, not nearly the amount of inflammation I was expecting, and honestly, no pain. And then the day following, pretty much nothing. So I was very impressed. This was a very short-lived bite, nowhere near the same level of inflammation as some of my others, but hey, I'm not complaining.
All right, well, our poor little centipede, she's a little tuckered out. She's ready to get back into the wild where she belongs. So we've got a nice big log for her to crawl into. So we're gonna say goodbye to our lovely, lovely little centipede. We're gonna let her slip right into there. There she goes. Fantastic.
Once again, I hope that this video can serve as an important reminder to you all that no matter how unique or creepy or intimidating or even dangerous an animal may be, they are still deserving of both our respect and our appreciation. The world is full of so many animals to just only appreciate a select few. Every single one of them has a purpose, and we benefit from every single one of them being here. So I hope I've imparted some respect and appreciation for these centipedes, and I hope that I made them a little less scary for you because you were able to see that this was not an animal that wanted to bite me. This was an animal that was only willing to bite if it thought its life depended on it, and we really are in no position to ask for anything more from these animals. So, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss any future posts or uploads. Consider joining our channel memberships or Patreon to support the channel further. And, of course, be sure to tune in to the next episode of Jack's World of Wildlife. I'll see you in 1 week. I can't wait till then.